This is a 2024 GMC Yukon Denali XL in right-hand drive. So we have for the last 30 years been converting American vehicles from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. The SUVs we love, the Yukons we've been converting for the last 2 or 3 years. We've got them scattered across the planet. So if you see a right-hand drive Yukon like this one in India or Indonesia or Malaysia or the UK or parts of Africa, then you know they're one of ours. If you see them in the streets of Australia, you know they're one of ours as well. So, brand new, converted to right-hand drive by my incredible crew here in Sri Lanka, and we then export them around the world. Now this beauty is in pearl metallic, which is absolutely beautiful. They come in 8 different exterior colors, so obviously the Onyx Black is super popular, white, the whole range of GMC colors, but as I say, this is the XL. So you are 30 odd centimeters longer than the standard version, but there's a few very, very good reasons for that. Now, reason number one, between the second row and the third row, you get about 5 extra centimeters of legroom. So, and it's really important because people buy these things because they want either 7, 8, or 9 seat capacity. Now, this is set up with a 9 seat configuration, and you'll see why. Let's just pop the hood. And you'll see the reason why we only ever go the XL and not the short wheelbase. Because the reality is, you buy one of these large American SUVs in right-hand drive because you want the seating capacity. You know, we've got a customer, in fact I was in Melbourne just recently, and a customer was upgrading his Range Rover Autobiography. Beautiful car, beautiful 7-seat car, but when it comes to those 7 seats, the back row is absolutely bloody tiny. You'd need 3 or 4-year-old children to be able to fit in. The reason you buy an XL is because you have a huge amount of space in there. And the space makes a couple of differences. One, you can actually put into it all of your luggage. So again, size matters, but size matters when you have either 7, 8 or 9 people in the car, but then need to be able to actually fit all your luggage in. So super, super important. And you'll be able to see here, and we'll jump into this in a huge more detail, but sitting here in the back seat is the magical 9th seat. Now the 9th seat is really important. I'll get into the details why, but particularly if in Australia, the 9-seat version saves an absolute fortune on luxury car tax and also stamp duty. So there's a bit of method to the madness. So let's jump into the details. All right, so I'm inside the Yukon, and it really is, it is beautiful. Again, if you've watched our videos before, we've done a few on the Yukons, you know that I love them. So this is the shale or the tan interior, so it's really quite nice. I guess you can probably see the sort of the walnut burnishes there versus the different colours of sort of, I don't know, shale, tan, whatever it happens to be. But these are big, comfortable and luxurious SUVs. Now I'm 6'1" and not a small unit. There is plenty of room, and as we film this review out, I'll jump into all 4 rows to give you a sense of space. But sitting here, obviously you've got your heated steering wheel. Clearly it's on the right-hand side, not over there. And you'll see in the video the fact of our conversions, the visible elements, so the dashboard, the alignment of the screens, the relocation of all of your buttons and controls, the quality of the upholstery, the stitching is absolutely perfect. This is not our first rodeo. We do a lot of Yukon Denalis, and we do them as we see them here today. So Denali, we do the Denali Ultimate. We also do an armoured version of the Denali. So if you happen to be in a place, as a Sri Lankan fly, if you happen to be in a place where you want a B6 or B7 armoured version of this, you know, you live in a world where some dude's going to come and shoot at you with an AK-47, we can give you this vehicle in right-hand drive but fully armoured. And we also do our CEO version, which we'll do a link to that video, but we take this brand new Yukon Denali, we do a 6-inch roof lift. It's absolutely insane, but sort of a car designed for VIP kind of customers. But sitting here, it is super comfortable. So we've got a 12-inch driver head display sitting here, so obviously relocated across to the right-hand drive, all in kilometres an hour, quite sensibly. We've got a 15-inch colour heads-up display, which we'll show you as we roll through the film, which is really good. You can turn the heads-up display off if you want to. I kind of like to look at it, then I like to turn it off because it annoys me. You've got your 10 and a bit inch digital display, so you can control all of your functions. One of the things that I like with the GMCs is there is lots of tactile buttons. You don't actually have to be a rocket scientist to be able to work out your controls. And as I guess we sort of, well, I don't go left to right, so obviously you've got your AC. Now it's split 3-zone AC, so front seat, middle, and indeed the rear. The seats, of course, are both heated and ventilated. So I'm in Sri Lanka and it's 30 degrees. So believe me, I've got the ventilation running absolutely perfectly. As we slide through, obviously it's a 10-speed automatic transmission, either on the diesel or the petrol, so your controls are there. Hazard lights, as we slip across to the right-hand side, we've got our lights sitting here. They're all LED, amazing headlights. Clearly you just put it on auto and forget the button exists. This is four-wheel drive, so you've got your four-wheel drive selected down here. Your trailering and brake control systems are over here. Controls for your heads-up display and its brightness and those sorts of things. Your little details quite clearly as part of our conversion. We can move across obviously the door switch panel, so from here I can control all four windows, all very, very standard. But sitting in here, it is comfortable. These have got 12-way adjustable seats, so I don't know, they go in 12 different directions. Massaging function is in there as well, so you can do a long drive and get a back massage should you wish. Cavernous center console, which you can put, I don't know, a bowling ball in there, USB-C and Type B, I don't know, you know what I mean. Power control in here, a couple of drink holders here. You've got your phone charger down here and also another couple of sets of USB-C and both the USB power chargers. But absolutely beautiful, comfortable. Moonroof, of course, in the vehicle, so we can slide it back and open it all up. It literally has every piece of technology you could possibly imagine. As we slide back into the vehicle, we'll show you the rear entertainment system for the second row. But a couple of things that are worth talking through, and I said in my intro, these come as a 7, an 8 or a 9-seat vehicle when you buy them from Autogroup. Now this vehicle obviously has got the 2 passenger seats, it's got the 3-person bench. Now in the middle row, you can either have the 3-person bench or you can have the 2 captain's chairs. It's simply a choice that you have. Most of our customers go towards the captain's chairs because it then gives you a bit more space and of course the walk through between the 2 chairs. Your third row is set for 3 seats, and again, it's all about the space. So the benefit of the XL over the short wheelbase is the room between the second row and the third row. It's about a 5 centimetre gap or 5 centimetre additional leg space. So I'm always focused on, my kids are 14 and 17. I'm always focused on, can you fit all of the family in, which is why we go to the XL. And again, said before, 3 different colour trim options. So the light shale sort of tan version of it. You can get the black on black, or there's kind of a grey dark version. So again, you simply have the choice. Do you want the Denali? Do you want the Denali Ultimate? Now the Denali Ultimate, and again, there's a video that we'll link somewhere to. The Denali Ultimate only comes in the Alpine Umber trim. You can't get any other trim, interior trim option. It is beautiful, but it is also one of those things that you either like it or you love it. I love it, you like it or you love it. You either like it or you hate it. It's just one, it is chalk and cheese, or I don't know, whatever the expression is. So it's a personal thing. The Alpine Umber trim, the Ultimate trim, is not only available in the Yukon, but of course in the Sierra pickup trucks. So it's that top of the range trim, but the personal choice. So at the Denali level, 3 interior options, 9 exterior options, a whole series of factory options which we can install for you. So often we look at the Denali Reserve package, which gives you the moonroof, 22-inch wheels, power assist side steps, some added technology, etc. But it's all about flexibility. It's all about being able to pick the exact vehicle that you want. Let me jump into the second row and jump into a few more details. So hang on one quick second. All right, so this is where all the action happens in the back seat, or maybe it used to happen in the back seat, but we keep talking about 7, 8, 9 seats. This is the second row bench seat. And as I mentioned before, you can either get the bench seat or you can get the 2 captain seats. You can, again, we've got a video on it, but I mean, you can imagine this is the gap that goes between the 2 captain seats, or you can pop down your drink holder and away you go. This is luxury. There is no doubt about it at all. This is what it's all about. So as I'm sitting here, I've got an unbelievable amount of leg room for me to be able to sit in. There's a 12.5 or 12.6 inch touchscreen entertainment system, so sitting on both of the back seats for your middle row. These seats have got individual climate control. So down here I've got the climate control element. There's an HDMI plug so I can plug in my device and watch whatever nonsense I want to watch on my screen. USB Type-C charging, AC controls here, but it really is huge, comfortable, luxurious. The vehicle's got a Bose 14 speaker stereo. I mean, it absolutely kicks ass. You just couldn't imagine for anything better. And actually, I think sitting here, it gives you a really good sense of the color scheme of this interior trim. And again, it's simply about flexibility. Which vehicle do you want? Denali, Denali Ultimate, engine, diesel, petrol, what trim levels you want. The thing that I would always suggest you look at is the XL. And again, in fact, let me do this now. Let's jump in and show you how we jump into the back seat. So follow me, my friend, the cameraman. It's super easy, and maybe we'll pick this up in some extra film, but there is lever here, done, pop the button, and we're up. And then I am into, wow, the back seat. So with the wonders of technology, we'll pop that one down as well. But again, this is all about leg room. So difference between the standard and the XL is 5 centimeters here. So I can sit in the third row quite comfortably. If you have the short wheelbase, I cannot do it. And again, you have customers that are upgrading from things that are supposedly 7-seaters, but they're 7-seaters when the last row of seats are designed for very small children. This is all about being able to pack a full family in. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children, plus one on the back, 7 children. So if you've had more than 7 children, then I don't know, maybe you just need to buy a bus. But a huge amount of room, again, zoned AC in the back here. And what you can see, and we'll just pop up with the camera, is in the back seat here. Again, these seats fold down, but sitting here behind me is the beautiful 9th seat. Super important. Now, if you decide to buy a vehicle that's got the captain's chair, so we've got 2 at the front, 2 in the middle, 3 here, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we do is, instead of putting a single seat in the rear, 4th row, we put 2 seats in the rear. So just that option, but it's always aiming to get the vehicle to the 9-seat capacity. But it is huge. Again, you've got power charging here for USB Type-C. So it is, I guess the thing for me is these are designed to fit the 7, 8, 9 people. It's not that they're a 4 or 5-seater SUV with the afterthought of the third row. These are designed from the ground up to be a full-size vehicle for a full-size family and to be a luxurious vehicle. These are an absolute competitor to something like a Range Rover Autobiography. They are cheaper than a Range Rover Autobiography. You've got your V8 power or your diesel if you want to look for your fuel efficiency. You've got the huge amount of space. You've got every conceivable piece of technology and indeed safety that you can possibly imagine in a right-hand drive, amazing SUV. Yeah, I've probably said this 100 times in the video, so I'm really sorry if I have, but I love these things. They are unbelievably practical. If you've got 2, 3, 4, whatever children, they are all going to fit in. If you want to take yourself and your mates out or whatever it happens to be, they're going to work perfectly. If you're going to be driving from, I don't know, from Melbourne or Sydney if you're in Australia and you're going to go for a ski weekend, or I don't know, you're driving interstate, if you want to sit in the car for 2 hours, 5 hours or 10 hours, they are extraordinarily comfortable. If you like our videos, please do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, maybe send me a nice comment, makes me feel good. If you'd like some more information, our contact details are here, vehicles@autogroupinternational.com. You can always find us, whether you want them, again, anywhere on the planet. If you want a Yukon Denali XL in Australia, then it's what we've been doing for a very, very long time. Or in Indonesia, Malaysia, India. But that's it. That's the 2024 GMC Yukon Denali XL right-hand drive by my incredible crew at Autogroup. Thank you for watching. Cheers, bye.